Hello and welcome to The Beard Talks. Yes, it's me again, talking about stuff that I find interesting. Yes, but you all must find it interesting or you wouldn't come back and watch me. Or you're that bored. I don't know, either one. Choose. Hopefully you're not bored. Hopefully you actually enjoy watching my videos. But if not, I'll take boredom. Yeah, I'll go with boredom. Right, on today's show. Mainly movies and game news. I'll start with movie news. The runtime for Dark Knight Rises has been released. It is 16 minutes shy of 3 hours long. Yeah, so make sure you don't take a nice big cup of Coke in with you or you'll be running to the toilet every hour. It's quite surprising. It's 10 minutes longer than Dark Knight. The Dark Knight it is. So it's quite interesting. It's like almost 3 hours. It's one of the longest films that he's done, Christopher Nolan, and it's going to be the longest out of all three films, which is even more interesting. It's just like so it must have more stuff to tell us. But still, 3 hours. Every films are getting longer and longer and longer these days, especially like ones like this. I wonder. What was it? Spider-Man is supposed to be about 2.5 hours long as well. I wonder what Avatar 2 and 3 and 4 are going to be like. You're sitting there for like 3 days just watching, going to sleep. It's like I can't stand it anymore. But yeah, that's been released. Just shy of 3 hours. Still can't believe it. Just shy of 3 hours. So make sure you nice and relaxed and can control your bladder, or you're going to miss parts. That's out on July 20th and will be 12A as just like its predecessors, Batman Begins and Dark Knight. Next piece of movie news is Ghostbusters 3. Yes, I really want this movie to be made, but Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray have said they've brought in brand new screenwriters to come and build a brand new script for them, or write a new script for them, and it will not go ahead unless it is perfect. And I would like to say, I agree. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, loved them. I love them to bits. Just fantastic movies. And I don't really want them to do a third one unless it's perfect. And just like, you can't do that. It's the same thing if you went back and tried to do like Back to the Future Part 4. You're like, no, you can't. If you do Back to the Future Part 4, I know I said this before, and I said, if you touch it, I'll kill you. But if you're going to do it right and do it perfect. If not, leave it alone. Don't half-ass it. Just do it right, do it perfect. So I'm quite glad that they've actually brought brand new screenwriters in, and Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray said, we will not do it unless it is perfect. So that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Next piece is Starship Troopers. Yes, Starship Troopers have brought out a new CGI film. It's called Starship Troopers Invasion. Yes, Invasion. It's completely all CGI. It's brought back. It's bringing back Johnny Rico, Ibanez and Carl Jenkins. Yes, so they're bringing all them back, and I doubt they're going to be voiced by the same characters. It'd be awesome if they get Carl Jenkins to be voiced by NPH again, Neil Patrick Harris. That'd be awesome. Just like bringing him back. But yeah, they're bringing that back. It's going to be straight to DVD though. Nothing about cinema or anything. Straight to DVD on August 28th. By Sony as well. It's just going to be straight in. The movie's just going to be about these three taking a ship to a planet or an outpost that's been attacked by bugs and etc. There's a trailer as well. I'll see if I can chuck that in down there and you can have a quick look at it. It looks interesting. Worth a watch, worth a rental. Let's just say that. That's enough of movie news for the moment. Let's go on to game news. Yes, game news. Right. As most of you know, Halo 4 is coming out in November 9th. No, November 6th. Yes, November 6th, 2012 is coming out. Halo 4, saw the trailer at E3, fantastic, loved it. Just like, must admit, 343 Guilty Spark have done a fantastic job at it. I'm quite glad that they've taken time and made it right, and it looks like it's going to be a good storyline as well. The thing I'm talking about movie news is that they've released the first teaser trailer for the live action. What was it? Live action. I can't remember what it was. It's like a live action series. That was a live action series which should air on YouTube. And they released a trailer which it just shows really just a Master Chief on a ship. So it's kind of interesting. Let me just talk about the series. The series is just going to be about. It's going to go back to the beginning of the Human and Covenant War. and it's going to show Master Chief inspiring a young cadet, which soon becomes the captain of the UNSC Infinity, which is the ship, if you saw the E3 trailer, is a ship that crashes down next to Master Chief at the end of it, and it's quite interesting. It's just like I wonder if it's going to be on the same caliber as the Halo 3, the 3 episodes of Halo just before Halo 3, where it showed Master Chief falling, where they made the Warthog and like the Banshees and everything going through, and just like showing the ODSTs going in and get the laser to mark the Master Chief landing. So if it's up to that caliber or even better, it should be bloody awesome. But yeah, first teaser trailer's up. Look down below if you want to have a good look at it and enjoy it. Next gaming news is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Anyone who's pre-ordered this at participating retailers will have their pre-order upgraded to include Nuketown 2025. Yes, they are bringing back Nuketown. Now, no offense, you can't have a Black Ops without Nuketown. Black Ops 1, Nuketown was just awesome. It's such a small, diverse map. You just can do everything on it. And just like when I was doing Nuketown 24/7, just literally every single just like America, our deathmatch, our headquarters, our domination, just literally just like brilliant, and just like deaths here and there, just enjoying it. It's annoying as hell, but enjoying it as well. They're bringing it back, they're revamping it, re-imaging it for the new one, and as I say, it's going to be called Nuketown 2025 or 2025, and will be included as a bonus map download when you get your game in November 13th. Well, that's quite good. Halo 4 November 6th, Black Ops 2 November 13th. Awesome. And you'll be able to get it as a bonus map. I know this has already happened because I've pre-ordered Shop 2. Pre-ordered Black Ops 2 with Shop2.net, and when it first announced at E3, and I got an email the other day saying you've been upgraded free of charge to include the Nuketown 2025 map pack. I was like, oh sweet, even better then. So yeah, go and talk to Game, or if you've done, you might be able to see if you've been upgraded or not. So that should be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to see what they've actually done with that map. Hopefully they still kept it the same size, but also if they kept it the same size, nice and small and compact, but still it's just like enough space just to have a run around and just get on with it. Just I can't wait for it. It's just going to be good. It's got to be better than Modern Warfare 3. No offense to everyone who's like Modern Warfare 3 is awesome. It's not. It's terrible. They rushed it and they ruined it. No offense. When you take Call of Duty 4, this is going to be a game rant about Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 4, it just set the bar for those type of shooting games. Just fantastic. Campaigns brilliant. Multiplayer was just absolutely. I must have spent hours and hours and hours on that instead of finding a girlfriend. And when they announced, then they brought out World at War by Treyarch, which was an awesome game as well. The zombies as well, and it was fantastic. It set the bar for them with zombies for every game they brought out. Then they brought out Modern Warfare. Excuse me, Modern Warfare 2. Jesus Christ, let's just say that they blew it out of the water. That game made more money than most movies that year. They did. It sold so many copies, and I must admit, I got it and loved it, and just wasted literally days and days and days and days on the multiplayer because it's just endless. And when you're playing with your mates, you just don't even think about time. You just keep playing, just kicking ass or just losing, but just loving it though. And then they bought out. Then Treyarch again bought out Black Ops, and I was like, oh, what's this? It's going to be World at War. Black Ops. I was so sceptical about Black Ops, but it was fantastic. The storyline. You could have made that into a movie. That would have been an awesome movie, that would have. Give me a Call of Duty Black Ops, the movie. I think that storyline in that movie, with the actors they used to voice the characters, would have been absolutely fantastic. And and the multiplayer in that one was brilliant. And me and mates just must have played that again for freaking days on days. Just like with the Tomahawks, just and just like coming up to the end of the match, and went, "Oh, it's shotguns and tomahawk times," and just like blister knife and tomahawk times. And we were trying to get a final kill with a blister knife or a tomahawk, and it was awesome. And then we all got our prayers when Modern Warfare 3 was announced. Oh yes, finally Modern Warfare 3. I got my hands on Spec Ops at last year's Eurogamer. I was like, oh, Spec Ops, not Spec Ops, Survivor or whatever it's called. Yeah, Survivor or Spec Ops, where it's you versus waves and waves of enemies, and you keep going and keep surviving until you die finally. And I played that with the missus, and we both loved it. I thought, that's an awesome addition to this game. It's just like, oh, fantastic, you can just play with your mates. The only problem with that bit is there was only 2 players. I'm like, make this 4-player. Just make it 4-player, 4 of your mates going. Why 2? It's just stupid. The Spec Ops missions were awesome as well. Some of them a bit too hard here and there and pointless. And the campaign was alright. I will say that. The campaign was playable, alright. It kind of finished the storyline off, and it actually looked pretty damn good and well written and acted. The only problem I had was with the multiplayer. It seemed because of the because of the lawsuit between Activision and Infinity Ward, it seems like the people who were left in Infinity Ward didn't have the experience to build a brand new Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer engine. And they bought in Sledgehammer Games. Activision said, we want money. Well, I think this is what I said, bought in money. And Activision said, we want money, and bought in Sledgehammer Games to help them out. And I think Sledgehammer Games did the multiplayer and just reused the same engine and protocols and everything from Modern Warfare 2. Because literally, you play the multiplayer and all that's different is probably some of the weapons, but everything else is exactly the same. It's pointless in playing. And just I feel a bit upset. I was just like, this is pointless. I played it for about 2 weeks straight and got bored. Literally bored crapless. The spawn system, the weapons, the differential between damages on each of the weapons was just stupid. Sometimes you use a weapon and get hard, then they bring out an update and go, oh, they've changed it again. So you're just like, oh, what's the point in playing when they just change it? Someone moaned and they change it. It's just like, just keep it saying. So yeah, last time I played Modern Warfare 3 was about 2-3 months ago, and I only did that then because I was bored out of my mind. I was only playing Infected, which is even playing Infected because it was just fun. It felt like in Halo 3 Zombies, Halo Reach Zombies it was, where you have one guy who goes around killing people and they turn into zombies, etc. So yeah, that's the only reason I played it, because it's just something different. And I just looked at the time and it says it's up to 13 minutes. Whoops, bit of a rant. But yeah, hopefully Black Ops 2 will continue with their brilliance. I think Treyarch do it brilliant every year. They raise the bar and they're taking the game down another route, which is, I think, is going to do it well and justice. Just hopefully there's no Modern Warfare 4 in the works. If it is, hopefully Activision go and pay the original guys from Infinity Ward who've made their own company somewhere else. I can't remember the name of it. Since the lawsuit is now done, they set it outside court, and I was really annoyed. Couldn't you have done that a year ago and made a fantastic game instead of this crap one? And me ranting on. But yeah, that's enough of me ranting. I know you've had enough of me. Hope you all have a great Tuesday wherever you are. If you're just waking up, enjoying your afternoon, or going to bed, just have a great day and just take it easy. There's no point rushing. And remember, people, you've got to keep calm if you want to grow a beard. You all have a great day. Bye-bye.